what you had mentioned just a minute ago, Ken, as you said, Gen X was about 70 million, Gen Y was like 100 million, and then you said Z,
88.
and then Z you said is we there's some hope for them, or 88 million. You said Z, there's some hope for them, but they're lagging on production, right? Which is kids. Is that because of the economic situation, right? Is it tough for these guys to move? What is it?
Well, I'll give you an example, and you you may want to cut this part, but there's a
We're
reason for
live. Let's go.
Mhm.
it. Well, there's 150 million people born every year in the world. 150 million.
Okay.
Okay, 60 million people die in the world every year. 60 million people are aborted every year. Okay, won't go there. Um, of the 150 million people that are born, half of them are unintentional. That's what statistics shows. Unintentional. Why? Because it's fun to make babies. It's a lot of fun to make babies, and that's obvious. It's why if it wasn't fun, we wouldn't make babies.
That's a good point.
Okay, but what's happening? Uh, the fun part. The fun part has found a substitute, and the substitute is the internet, because 1/3 of the internet
No
is
way.
a substitute for
Mm.
making babies, and computers don't have them. That's what's happening, and it's happening worldwide.
Wow.
Sorry, guys.
What?
Uh, I'm speaking. I'm thinking of two things. One is like specific sites, or is it like social media, just phones in general that are
I
No,
think
it's
he's
distraction?
talking about
no, it's pornography.
porn
Okay.
sites.
Okay. All right.
Porn sites.
Man,
It's a
that's
third of the internet. A third.
What? Well, we can get on that. I mean, it is kind of crazy what is available on the internet, and
Yeah.
with these kids,
Yeah.
like
Well,
I
wait.
don't.
Just wait for AI and pornography. That's going to be very interesting.
oh geez, jeez.
Well, yeah, we each have the virtual reality sets that are, man, pretty amazing, and these are kind of at the basic levels. I mean, and years old, but can reiterate why is it a big deal if the generation isn't having a lot of kids? Doesn't that mean that maybe they'll be a little more financially secure?
No, no. The best example would be, you see, China didn't need pornography to do this or to cut their population. What they did was they made it a federal mandate, and they went from having 6 kids to 1, which is why they're missing a half billion people under 40. So what happened when the uh, the couple would have 1 child, but they wanted to work, and there was lots of opportunity, so they gave the child to their in-laws, to their parents, and both the husband and wife went into the city and worked for 25 cents an hour, and that would be a good number, 25 cents an hour in the around that time, 80, 90, 80s and 90s. uh, China doubled its labor. They absolutely doubled its labor, and they doubled cheap labor, which is why they became they made everything in Walmart, everything. But what's happening now is their economy is going to collapse, and they're going to have an overabundance of old people who cannot be supported by workers because there aren't.
You want to see the entire episode? Click here. If you want to learn how investors use infinite banking to increase their returns and lower their taxes, click here. If you want to see if infinite banking is for you and you have some questions, hop on a discovery call with us and one of our coaches. The link for that will be in the description.